Shout out. Why do I hear, babe? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, the man with the golden voice. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live stream, kicking it with the Crypto Lifer and sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. My little baby is hugging my leg right now. Why are you hugging my leg? You so beautiful. You so special. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. First thing we're going to do, we're not going to go over Bitcoin. We're not going to talk about finance. We're not going to talk about the charts. We're going to put the lemon in the water. Because if you don't do that, nothing else is happening today. If you're not taking care of your body, if you're not basically hydrating yourself. Did you work out this morning? I worked out today. I got my heart racing. I was bending. I was moving. It was upper focus. I was doing pumps on my biceps. I feel good. My wife was working out with me. We work out together. We're a team. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated, and let's talk about the gains that we made overnight, baby, in the trading group. Appreciate you. We hit NAKA. We hit MATIC. We hit GMT, and more. Let's break it down. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all for being here. Sip of the water, baby. Sip of the water. Top of the morning to ya. Top of the morning to ya. Did you bite up 777s? And that's what you got to do to stay alive, baby. To feel unbelievable. Shout out to everybody here. Let's keep it moving on the live screen. Bang, bang, bang. Wow. And let's take a look at the chat here. Who is here today? Haven't even taken a look. Who is here? We have 300 beautiful people on the live, 140 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to all the new people jumping on in to the live stream today. Appreciate you all. Shout out to the new people jumping into the trading group. Appreciate you all. Bitcoin getting furiously bought up. Ethereum getting bought up. MATIC getting bought up. And you can see the money flow here on Fiat Leak as the Fiat leaks. I'm looking at ORAI. It is an AI coin. Resistance, resistance. Boom, boom. Finally got above that. Came back down to support. That is an SR flip possible for a huge move. Lack of bearish momentum. Falling volume with falling price. You got the stochastics ready to rock. And my favorite indicator in the world, swing up to swing up. While you swing down to swing down on the RSI, it is hidden bullish divergence. I've made so much money trading hidden bullish divergence in my life. It is insane. I made a call for Bitcoin at about 30,000, 29,000. Bottom there, then we rode up to 69K. I called Phantom at 18 and 22 cents. I hit bottoms using hidden bullish. I got onto Aave at about $60 and rode it up to 540. I'm telling you right now, hidden bullish divergence will change your life. Do you want your life changed? Who wants to change their life? You. Who out there wants to change their life? Who out there wants to make enough financial freedom dollars? I don't even call it money. It's not money. It's financial freedom. It's freedom tokens. Who wants to make enough freedom tokens to do what they want with their life so they don't have to go to work anymore for someone that they just don't appreciate or that doesn't appreciate them? Who's ready to make a big change in their life? Who's ready to go all the way? If you're going to go all the way, you're going to go all the way. I'm ready to go all the way with you. All right? So if you're ready to rock out with me, I'm ready to rock out with you. We could do it together, baby. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody here. Chat is moving. Let's take a look at the people here. CNC Ireland, DK, Dominic, Dangerfield, Christian, Lifer Friend. Shout out to CNC. Desire, dedication, discipline, and determination equals the lifer every single day, baby. Hey, can you see Polka Dot? Send in a super chat. I went all the way. Thank you. Shout out to Lifer Friend, baby. Shout out to Lifer Friend. Shout out to everybody here. Dr. Parker, Kevin Baker, Dopamine Wave Pool. Appreciate you, Sam. Appreciate you. OMAC. Good morning, everyone. What's up, lifers? From Terpina Hunter. Terpene Hunter. I like that. Terpene Hunter. Shout out to Gonzo. Shout out to Water Swig. I like that. Cherry Cabalus. Shout out to Justin Cashmore in the house. Justin, I love you. Stay true. You're doing great, baby. Shout out to Marcin B. Shout out to Laura Marshall. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here. Godut Kroll. Crypto Knot. Water Swig again. Big Wig Energy in the house. Lakochi Coker. Jamie. And my team, baby. DK in the house too as well. David holding us down. Shout out to everybody in the house. Shout out to Love Learning. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here. Let's get it in. So ORAI, first thing on my radar, you might want to write this down. I'm the guy that's hit probably, I don't know, tons and tons of gains in the last 3 years. You just might want to look at what I'm looking at. I'm just saying. You never know. Might turn into zero. Might go all the way down the tubes. You never know. There's no guarantees. There's no Guarantees. Ocean taking the cake today. Continuing to make a bit of a move here. Ocean. VVVX, we put in this nice little flag. Pumped up on the 22. It didn't get above resistance. Interesting. Let's look at our 4-hour time frame. Still has some legs. Let's look at our 1 hour. Is there a scalp coming? Still some legs up here. I like the consolidation. Even if it goes up and down and goes sideways longer, I like what I'm seeing here for VXV. All right. I think I called it something different, but VXV. All right. I was a little quick on the jump there. And I'm watching this AGIX flag too that also has hidden bullish on the 22-hour time frame. Very interesting. Also low on the daily. So this thing is interesting to me. It had a huge run up. We called it out here at about 4 cents. It went all the way to 23. It did a 5X. A 5X. Went from 4 cents to 23 cents. 5X. People are 5Xing their money since the beginning of January. I mean, this is insanity. It's only January 26th in 20 days. 5X your money. Went to a high of 25 from 4 cents. I mean, it's insane. So only in crypto are we making gains like this while everyone else is talking about. See, I talk to other people, and they're like, why don't you trade the stock market? Like one of my buddies yesterday was going over all these. He likes 3M, he likes Sweet Green. He's just going over these different things that he's trading. And I was just like, I was like, I stick to crypto, man. Like I'm focused. He's like, how come you don't trade this other stuff? And I'm like, and he's like, well, what the market? Everyone think the market is doing horrible. Nobody's 5Xing their money in the stock market right now. Maybe a penny coin or something. I don't know, but this is a real idea. Like this is a artificial intelligence project that's been building for a long time. Like this isn't a rug pull. Singularity.net is a big deal. AGIX. So this isn't happening in the stock market. I just want to make this really clear. I focus where the money is. All right. You listen to Crypto Blood last night. He's talking about quant traders. They go where the volatility leads them. First, they went to Forex because there was way more volatility than in the regular stock market. They needed that. Now they moved to crypto because it has more than Forex. So it's just, like he said, it's just the evolution of someone who's trying to make the gain out of the quantitative, necessity of keep scraping through the same, basically the bigger your data set, the more you're going to get out of it. And that's just the one thing I'm talking about. All right. Is Flux going to flex? Flux looks interesting. I put it out this morning. It's on the radar. Let's take a look at Flux, man. I mean, it pumped. Look at that. It just broke out even more from when I last put it out. Look at the 22-hour looks good. There's a golden cross right there for Flux. It's now broken out. I look for flags in smaller time frames. Kind of a bit of a flag there on the 10-minute that bounced. Beginning to retrace to the area of 67 cents. Flux. My target on the 22 could take you all the way to about 91 cents. So I could see Flux making a move here. Back to the upside from the low of 41 all the way back to 61. 69. That ain't bad. Shout out to Jedi M, my man, Jedi M. Sending love, Sam. Be back soon, stronger than ever. No worries, man. God bless you. Crypto blood, baby. Matic pumping. We talked about Matic this morning. Shout out to you, Sam. You're the man, bro. We couldn't have a better mentor. Always on point. Shout out to Justin. Thank you for the love, man. Got gas for 333 this morning in northern India. There you go, baby. 333 in northern Indiana. Indiana, yeah, not India. Indiana. Much love and respect to you all for bringing in the support. Hard bless up. Shout out to Lakochi. Shout out to everybody here. Dr. Death is late. Don't worry. As long as you show up, you're okay. You're okay. Unmarshall doing something interesting. Very oversold. A lot of the AI coins are very oversold. All right. I'll show you what I'm looking at real quick. I was nice enough to do that. Sometimes I keep it to myself. It depends. If I'm in a real good mood, I'll let you know. It really depends on how I feel. I'll be like, you know what? Let me bless him. So I'm going over this idea that you got hidden bullish here. This is a swing low to a swing low, and you're pushing down. But this is pushing up. And it tells you should make a trend higher than the higher trend. Like you should make a move higher than the higher trend. So let's take a look at what happened in the last few days. Let me show you what I'm seeing and what I'm breaking down. I already did an update for my entire crew this morning. I've already talked about the trade that I made, right, when I entered in. About 22,700 area. 22,700 was the entry for me. Right there at the bottom when we were in this original bull pennant. I entered right around here, okay? Just to make it clear. We came down. People got real bearish. I turned this into a flag, said be careful. I wouldn't short the market, We had an insurance short up here that did play out when we went low. Could have taken profits. It's up to you. I didn't open the insurance short, and I made it clear that I did not. I said I'm staying long. Yeah, the insurance short did get paid, but barely, right? And so there you go, all right? And now look, you have this cup with a handle. It's interesting. The 1 hour time frame was pushing up aggressively today. It's starting to bend a little bit, but it has lack of bearish momentum. There's just like no sellers right there. Some sell volume did come in, though, and gave us a slam down. So we're sitting at 23,156. To me, it's all about 23K. Such a strong level. And I've kind of talked about it yesterday. I talked about it the day before. Tonight, we have a weekly screen share where I do a private screen share from 6 to about 8 o'clock, 6:15, 8:15. Private screen share with each and every one of you. We record it in case you can't be there or you have to leave halfway through. And you have access to that recording within like an hour of me getting it done. But what do we do? We go over all the things that I'm looking at. We privately go over a bunch of different coins. We talk about things that are coming up for the week. Just kind of get you geared ahead of what coins you may want to watch for the next month or two. And then I also open up my Token Metrics account, which costs $90 a month. And I'm about to get an NFT that's giving me exclusive access. And from there, my goodness, we go over so many things. And I give you, so basically you're getting $180 a month in value from my trading group every single month. Because 4 times a month, you're sitting with me and going through my Token Metrics account. And they're giving me updates every week, every day, and showing me kind of what's going on. What is Token Metrics and machine learning? Ian Bellina turned $5,000 into $5 million, and he used all sorts of awesome algorithmic measurements of data to figure it out. And so I'm not saying I blindly buy any of that stuff, but I add it to my repertoire. And I know other people are looking at it too, and it helps us speculate, it helps us figure out, and it shows us what's happening in the market, you know? They had Fetch AI and Ocean before the AI really started to run, so their algorithm picked up something about the AI movement, and I already kind of picked up on the narrative, and then we found all the coins before everybody else, and then we made all that money. You know, Fetch AI banged out, AGIX banged out, all these coins just absolutely boomed to the upside. It was unbelievable. All right, here comes the pump, baby. Let's go. With All Trading, you can set where to sell your price rises and then sell within the percent you set. Exactly. My setup is so pretty. Shout out to Crypto Brat in the house. Book your Life Revision trading course today, 3 p.m. every single Tuesday. If you don't know what I'm doing with these charts, in these lines, you know, with, basically Fibonacci, support or resistance, looking at a risk-reward ratio, like why is that a 584? What does that mean? Why do I shave my stop loss? What's going on? Come to class, please, every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. Jump on it today. And you will sign up for class. Also, the last Saturday of every month. We won't be doing it until February, though. All right? No last Saturday this Saturday. All right? Because I already taught Saturday class this month. So get ready. Take the course. It's $60 if you join the trading group. It's $100 if you're outside of the trading group. So for $330, get 3 months of the trading group and the class. You can't beat it. You can pay in PayPal or cryptocurrency. Email cryptolifers@gmail today to take advantage of that. You could also go to my website, cryptolifer.com. You can see the QR code in the bottom right corner of the screen. Click on that with your phone, whatever you want to do. That'll take you to my website, cryptolifer.com, where you can see all sorts of other cool things. So check it out. That's what it is. So look, cup and handle slightly for Bitcoin. Also, you had resistance. You came up and you bounced off that resistance. You used that as a retest. You retested the resistance. Now, the 15-minute looked horrible to me. It was dumping. All it had to do, though, was not basically go back down below these lines and hold this point of control. We hold this point of control, we're dandy. We're good to go. All right? So we need to hold the point of control. We need to hold 23,000. Now the 15 minutes low, the 1 hour has momentum, and the 4 hour wants to push to the upside. The 22 hour also has gas on the stochastics RSI, which is my main indicator for momentum. And that tells me that there's no reason to go short at the present moment in time. One thing I did see that I will point out to you was this swing up to swing up and this swing down to swing down. That is a bearish divergence. However, you could say that the bearish divergence played out and then hit support. What I've learned this bear market the most about divergences is they will always play out, meaning you'll get a move up in the other direction. However, they won't always break the support, or they won't always break the resistance. Support and resistance will trump the divergence. You see? Unless it's hidden. Hidden is far stronger than almost all the other divergences. But you must heed that this is bearish divergence. Who here saw the bearish divvy? Who here saw the bearish divergence? Be honest. Let me know. All right. Hey, did you see bearish divergence? Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, you got to work on your divergences. You're not doing them good enough. Everybody in Cohog knows you're the laughing stock of technical analysis. Even Brian does better than you. Shout out to everybody here in the live. Appreciate you all for jumping on into the live. Hey, it's Mark Wahlberg. Peter, why do you have to be so mean to Chris? And Brian, I mean, I know you love Brian, but, I mean, Chris loves you. He's your son. You know, my dad wasn't always there for me. I was a cop. I played a fireman. I did so many different things on screen in Hollywood. But you know, I'm Mark Wahlberg, and I want you to know I love you. Marky Mark. Babe, I can do it, babe. It doesn't matter, babe. It doesn't matter. I drove an ambulance, babe. It doesn't matter, babe. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it, babe. I'm Rocky Mom. I feel like he says the same thing in every movie. You know what I mean? He's always talking to the chick he's with, and he's always telling her it's going to be fine. You know? Oh, my gosh. Mark is a savage. He is, though. Caught the top of APT with bearish divergence paper trade. Interesting. Just booked the crypto tutoring and consulting with you for Monday. I'm ready for my next level, my brother. Shout out to OMAC. May God bless you. Thank you. The market looks like a pump is on the way, but options expiring at the end of the month coming up would hold its gains. That is the question to ask. Every time options expires, we do see some type of major move. Euler could push to N6. That's great. Funny. Everyone's in their own math. Hey, lifers, you're in control of the future. Stay focused and positive. Put the work in and you succeed. 333. Thanks for all you do. Let's go, baby. When you stay in the present, right, you maintain calm focus. And when you have focus, you're able to proceed with the proper movement. All right? Get the proper sleep. Take care of yourself. Self-care is so important. Self-care is so important. I worked a night shift for years. I was up all the time. Self-care is so important. Make sure you're getting a good night of sleep every single night. I'm telling you, it will catch up to you. It will catch up to you in how you make decisions. Hodl your sats, super chats, ADA, VRA, and FALA. Lifer Legend TA, baby. Let's take a look at Cardano, Veracity, and FALA. Is there a class this Saturday? No, there is not. I thought I stated that. So anyway, we could be rolling over. We are at a resistance here. Look at this. This is a resistance for Bitcoin. Hands down, look. It's going to make it apparent for you what's going down. Right here is a resistance. We hit it there. We fell through. Resistance, resistance, almost. And right there, resistance at 23,154, right? So that's a struggled point right there, right? And we kind of have a roll. A little bit of a roll. And I did show you that bearish divvy, all right? You can even see it here on the 1 hour time frame. It swings up, but this swings sharply down. That's a bearish divergence, if I've ever seen one. Could have given us a bit of a, usually that tells you that's a bit of a top too, so we do have to be careful, all right? I'm never bullish or bearish. I'm always kind of just on the fence. I'm waiting for the probability to push me in one direction or another, depending on what I'm looking at. And I have a plan either way, depending on what happens. So Bitcoin has to make a high above this high. You can clearly see 23,150 is resistance. If we can't get above that, expect more downside. This is also a rising wedge that could break down 68% of the time, and it would break down right here. Another thing that I want to show you is the gap in the VRVP here. You lose this point of control, where are you going? Right here to the high volume node at 20,800. So we're not out of the water yet. We're not out of the water yet. I do see some bearish things going on. That bearish divergence, the resistance, and the rising wedge, they all are beginning to build a bit of a bearish tone for me, all right? However, that bullish divergence in the 22 is fighting in the opposite direction. The 4 hour looks good. The 1 hour does have legs, and the 15 minute seems to be resetting for a move to the upside. What is the 33 minute saying? It's getting ready for a possible double bottom. The 333 minute, the 333 minute time frame. I'm going to start trading the 333. I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to keep it to myself. You'll never see it again, but I'm going to make gains on that 333. You can make gains on any time frame that you decide to focus on. Just remember that. Any time frame you decide to focus on, you can make gains on. It's up to you. All right? Just remember that. Stock market is looking good. We're going to 25. Could you please check Tectonic on DEX? Love you. I mean, Tectonic was kind of a little rug pull. I mean, not a rug pull, but it was kind of a little crap coin. But it did give you, like some of the biggest returns ever. Remember, like Tectonic? Someone sent me some Tectonic to my wallet, I remember. I think I hold like $100 of it. Everything looks good, but we have a POC and SR lines to go through. Shout out to Brett Maher. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. So that's what I see for Bitcoin. 15 minute right now says we're going to pump to the upside. Let's get above this resistance. So we must get above this point of control. See that? We must get back above 23,200. We got to. We got to. Right here now, though, look what I'm seeing here. If I pull this back, I'm seeing a new shape arise. There you go, symmetrical. We're in a bit of a symmetrical triangle there. Enough touches there gives that to me. So symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin. Measured move to the downside takes us back down to here, 22,000 even, 75, not 22,380. Then hit control, you can swing that right out. The measure move back to the upside would take us to about 24,100 out of this symmetrical that I'm seeing. Possible kind of cup that could form a little handle in there too, right? This cup and handle has a move. See, this is a cup with a handle. And now you got the symmetrical triangle with basically a measured move either way. It's all about this. It's all about these lines of support and resistance, points of control. Nice rebut of a point of control there on the 15-minute time frame, and we did retest 23K, which is strong. So I stay bullish right now based on the 15-minute and the 1-hour time frame, the 4-hour and the 22. But I did just show you there are some bearish things we need to pay attention to. What Bitcoin has to do is close a 4-hour candle really above 23,350 to remain bullish. We got to see the 4-hour candle somewhere by 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock tonight, and the daily even would be great. But we got to get a close above this level right there, 23,350, for me to be happy, and then break that high. This high of 23,800. It's all about the eights, right? We know that. But let's go one step at a time here. Break through that. These two resistances, this major one right there, where we're right at 23,000, basically 200. Like we just got it. You can see. I mean, resistance fell through. We got it. We want to get back above it, stay above it, and begin to move. 15-minute does have legs to push us to the upside. So that's my Bitcoin update for you. Hope that kind of makes you feel all warm and cuddly inside and gives you what you need. All right. Now, I remember when I was not an analyst and I used to go to, my main analyst or someone that I watched on YouTube, and I mean, I would be so happy to listen to what they were going over, and it would just give me a peace of mind, help me kind of create a game plan, and help me with kind of how I was staying calm and situated throughout it. So now I become that person that used to be there for me, and I don't have that person anymore. Now I'm myself. I don't need to go to any other YouTube channel. I just kind of look at my analysis, but I did it for a long time. All right. And over time, I began to have faith in what I was looking at. Right. So if we look at Bookmap here, you can see that we do have a fat order at 20,500, still 1,000 Bitcoins down there. Someone wants to get filled. They want to shred those shorts. You know what I mean? And then right up here at $1,130, 25,000. So we have this battle from 20,005 to 20,005, and we're kind of in the middle. The liquidity is bleeding lower, right? Just the local liquidity. That order right there came in at 22,900, suggests that we may go lower right now. So Bookmap showing signs of liquidity drag down, but anything is possible. Nothing is a guarantee with Bookmap. It's just a little added piece of information. I'd like to see some short squeeze with the 15-minute. The 15-minute momentum on the stochastic says we're going to go up here to this 23,000. Remember, we got to get above these levels. So now you know the levels that we have to get above to stay bullish. Now you know if we don't get above them, it's likely we go to the downside, right? So you got to write that down. I already went over that. And those are like lines in the sand for me. We get above them, we're probably going to, it's highly likely we continue. We don't get above them, it's likely that we have a little bit of a slump. A slump wouldn't be bad. We've had a huge run up, right? 20,004, 21,005, all those areas are strong. I would like to see us just make a nice bounce and solidify that area. So that's Bookmap for you. What is this? That's showing me the orders. Red is a sell, green is a buy, right? The bigger the buy, the bigger the circle, right? And see how we said price was starting to go down, and we saw it start to go down? Because you could see more liquidity down here than up here. It led me to believe they were going to come down. And see, now we're at 23,050 and we're fighting. Now they just liquidated somebody. See, I can see when people get liquidated. Binance Futures, Bybit, and OKX, 24,000, 5 positions. 28,000, 2 positions. So people were going long, hard, 100X and 50X, and they just got liquidated, all right? This is showing me, basically, I like to long into liquidations. You want to short into short liquidation. You want to watch people get liquidated first. Or like you want to be shorting when you're watching long liquidations. You know what I mean? Now we got to defend 23,000. It's so important that we defend that level. Not a lot of liquidity dragging us anywhere else. It seemed it was kind of just there. But we'll see. We'll see. Now that 22,009 does want to get hit. We got very close to it, though. We got very close to it. But again, you can see the orders here more than up here. There's just more heat down here. This is Bookmap. It takes a heat map and an order book. Shows you how many people are buying and selling Bitcoin on the futures exchanges, right? So like that's 23,100, 370 Bitcoins attempting to be bought, right? I mean, tending to be sold. These are sells. These are buy orders. Forgive me. Link in the description below if you want to get into Bookmap. I absolutely love them. One of the companies I love to associate with. BOOKMAP. Shout out to Brew. Shout out to Sachi. Shout out to everybody over there. Jeremy, the whole team. Josh, you're the man, Josh. All right. All right. So Bitcoin has to defend this point of control. Super important. Kind of gone over. Right? There's a gap here. We'll fall back down to 21,000 pretty easily. So keep it on the radar. All right. So that's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. All right. GMT in a nice flag, kind of cup and handle flag there for GMT. Interesting. I'm going to show you something different for GMT. That already hit for 25% gains. We put it out last night. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into GMT. Dipped a little, but no stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. You know, none. No stop loss got hit in the making of that trade. We're also going to show you how NAKA banged on them. So I see GMT just consolidating through this zone, eventually back to the upside here. Very hot coin right now. Also, they're doing some type of mining with the NFTs, which is creating some good use case for the coin ecosystem movement. I like when I see that. There's a bit of a cup and handle too there for GMT on the 15-minute in a flag there, right? Cup with a handle. Do we just consolidate slower in the zone? We're going to look at our 22-hour time frame. It still has gasoline, right? It's not done yet. It's pointing to the upside. It's a good sign, and it's up in a rising wedge area. Actually, I'm going to change the pattern. I'm always just... There we go. I was like, that wasn't it. This must be it. Something like this. There we have it. Rising wedges do break to the upside, right? They go parabolic when things are getting crazy, when people get FOMO. And right now, if Bitcoin does something insane, I'm seeing a lot of these kind of parabolic runs, right? So GMT, not GALA, GMT could pump back to a bean. That would be a beautiful gain for it. 22-hour and suggests that it can definitely happen, and it's on the radar, right? 73% gains coming out of GMT stepping. It's above the point of control too as well. Could get to the volume area high, right? And that 22 wants your name daily coming back down for a retest while it's pumping up. That's a divergence. Look, price action's going up. Stochastic's moving down. What do you think is when the stochastics start to go up again? Price continues up. This is parabolic movement. You're about to close a daily candle today. If you close a daily candle above the 200 SMA, it's going to be a huge sign. Look, tight moving averages, where do we pump? We pumped up to the 200 SMA. I've been teaching my students this. You're not going to see it as much anymore because we went through that cycle already, where a bunch of coins, if they're tight here and the 200 is the outlier, easy pump up to the 200. Easy pump up to the 200. We see this a lot. BOOKMAP did defend so far, 23K. We bounced back up off that huge buy order. So that huge buy order did get hit. Look at that. 12K got liquidated. 22,900 ate a little bit there, and we hit that order. So that order got called. See, we were up here when we saw that order, and we told you it was likely we were going to come down and eat that. This is how BOOKMAP works. It's kind of like Pac-Man. He eats the biggest ball, but the ball is the order, right? Not the ball here, the order down here. So, like, where will the market maker come and eat? He'll come and eat where there's the most liquidity zones, all right? All right. Special sauce, tight stop loss I already earned this morning and set up the 75%. My man. It looked different than the market. I knew something was going on. Hi, Lifer, can you make a video on how to buy dust? Pretty simple. Thing is kind of, you're a little late to the party. The 50 cent, 70 cent dust was the move. To me, dust is a little beat now, right? It's already at 144. I mean, this thing did damage. Putting it out, it was getting talked about back when it was, let's see here. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. Solana, copy the address, right? I would go to, I would type in Serum. Serum is going to be where you're going to buy things on Solana, all right? You can also just go here and look. Where can you buy dust? It's pretty simple, man. You can buy it on Radium. You can buy it on Mex Global. Go to Mex Global and buy it. I have a link to Mex Global in the description of all my videos. I love Mex Global. They have access to so many coins that you just won't have access to. Mex Global today. Open up a Mex Global. You have access to so many things that you never thought possible. Yeah, Elon Musk is now called Mr. Tweet. He can't change it back. It's so funny. Radium, USDC. You can get it on Radium too if you want to do the decentralized way. All right. So you would click on this link. It would take you to Radium. you'd understand that, right? You would find your coin, you'd connect your wallet. Then when you want to buy the coin, you go here. You'd probably have to buy it for Solana because you're on the Solana network. So you'd get Solana in Coinbase. Has a great chain. You'd connect your wallet. You would send the Solana to your wallet. Then you would go here. You would paste in the contract address that we just grabbed. You would hit this, all right? You'd hit Dust, and you would buy Dust for Solana and connect the wallet, all right? And Dust has been mooning. Another cool way to check it out is to go to Deck Screener. So I'll hook up Deck Screener for you. Deck Screener is where I do decentralized searching. You have to remember, this channel was one of the most decentralized channels when it came to technical analysis. We did TA on so many decentralized coins while everyone else was kind of stuck in this. You know, that's why we're different than a stock market trading group here. Stock market trading group, they're just going to show you charts, and talk about, right? We are a completely different animal here at Crypto Lifer. We do so much more than that. We cover that and more. You know, I had a MetaMask class where I taught people how to use MetaMask, right? So this is the place to be if you want to dive into the future of Web3 and cryptocurrency, right? No pairs found, so I guess it doesn't do the Solana network here on Deck Screener, which is kind of whack. But you can always go to Mex Global and check it out. And honestly, if it's on Mex Global, I'd be, you know, I'm pretty likely that it is going to be pretty likely that it's going to be on TradingView. So let's see Dust here. Maybe not. Dust Protocol on CoinEx. Yeah, there it is. Dust Protocol, right? Yeah, this thing was 36 cents. It's now $1.44. I was hearing about it when it was 50, 70 cents. This thing did a blast to the upside after its bottomed out period. It's now in a bit of a cup and handle and oversold in the daily. This thing could even go for more. I always get this pain when I know something is up so much bigger and I could have been in on it, and I kind of don't want to buy the late aspect of it. But yeah, this thing is booming. Had you watched Sin City Crypto, you would have watched Forrest. Forrest talked about Dust at 50 cents. Shout out to Sin City. Shout out to Forrest. Forrest is going to be on my show coming up not too long from now. He's going to go over so many different interesting things. OX Stacker, my baby, my man. Not my baby, but OX Stacker's the man, dude. But check it out. He nailed his Dust call. And Dust looks like it could go all the way to 286. Not a lot of resistance for Dust. It can get back into basically, this thing's really close to, being in price discovery. I mean, price discovery is when a coin hits a place it's never been before. It can just moon. If you never got into price, we haven't mentioned it yet here. Wait till the bull run starts. You're going to hear me saying the word price discovery almost every single day. It's interesting how when the market shifts, we will shift. We will do it differently than we did it before, depending on what's going on in the market, right? We got through the bear market the way we knew how. And we're going to go through the bull market the way we know how as well. So look at this 22-hour beat to the ground. I like what I'm seeing here. This is a cup and handle. Even though it's a flat bottom there, you got a golden cross on the 22 as well. And this was your major support zone that you had before, and you're kind of hitting it. So you're on major support. This would be a load-up area for Dust. If I could get it back at $1, it'd be amazing. All right, does it collapse even lower? I don't think it has. Yeah, not enough time frames, really. 22 looks good to me. 4 hour needs to kind of head on lower. So look, kind of see it like this. 4 hours explaining that it's telling me through the stochastics that it wants to reset and the momentum, possibly come down and hit $1 one more time. That would be a load up for Dust. So I like what I'm seeing for Dust. Shout out to you and yours. Shout out to, let's take a look at Cardano on the Super Chat Easies. Let's take a look at Cardano. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you to the beautiful people. 622 people, 270 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. You'd get great karma. It'd be the best thing you did for me and yourself. God bless you. So look, shoulder, a bit of a head and a right shoulder there. This was kind of a slanted head and shoulder. It was messy. I'm going to redo Cardano. I haven't really looked at it in a while. For some reason, it looks like it fell out of the pattern that I had it in. I don't know what. Looks like TradingView maybe. Sometimes you get a glitch or a shift. Something happens. So here, first thing you do is I look at a coin on like the 3-day chart. I want to see it in its entirety, even the weekly if I have to. Let's take a look at the weekly. So the weekly told you the time the load up was there, but it didn't get a big pump for that weekly move. That's a little interesting to me. It tells me that we're in for a kind of we're in for the consolidation bear market. Like we may get some pumps, come dumps and down, and like I wouldn't be surprised if we just kind of go through these consolidated moves in the bull and the time to buy is, we're going to have the halving May of 2024 right here. So right into the halving usually could be a really good spot to start grabbing up coins, The halving's so close, everybody. Soon it will be a year away. I mean, that's crazy. I just remember getting the last halving in 2020. Last 4 years will go by like this. And I always tell everyone, time is going to go by faster than you ever realize. While you're, dreaming of making millions, having all these plans and goals, time is going to go by like this. The sooner you start something, the better. The sooner you get on your horse, the better. Because time is going to go by. 4 years are going to go by before you know it. My kids are going to be older before I know it. I'm going to be an older man. You're going to see me change over time. You've already watched me go 3 years ago I started this channel. September of 2019. When we wrap around that summer, we'll be coming up on 4 years on YouTube. I put in basically a college degree on YouTube. Unbelievable. Shout out to the YouTubers that push every single day. Shout out to all the YouTubers that came before me and laid the groundwork. For without their hard work and their dedication, I would not have had a space or a medium to perform at and to go over all the charts and have so much fun and entertain you beautiful people. So shout out to all the beautiful YouTubers that have come our way in the past, kind of helping us pioneer into the present moment in time. So may God bless all the awesome YouTubers and everyone out there that helps YouTube become a positive value to the community, because it provides education and value in all facets of life. You can learn everything: how to organize, how to clean, how to eat. There's someone on YouTube giving you free information every single day. It's amazing what the internet has done to the human race, right? So what I don't like is how high the weekly got, but at the same time, the weekly got high here, and then it then created a parabolic run. However, usually the middle of the bowl isn't where we just kind of just explode. Usually we do make a bowl. So, for my long-term accumulation practices, it's unlikely we just boom to the upside, but anything is possible. So I always keep that in mind, all right? Anything is possible. Cardano is in a falling wedge. On the weekly, you could say that it did break out already. Technically broke out of the wedge, right? Weekly's a little spent. I do have to be honest to you. The daily is looking good, though. We can squiggle through the small time frames as we play with the minutia. We pumped up to the 200 SMA. We didn't get above it yet. You got to get back above the 200 SMA to get real bullish, right? What I like is the daily's resetting, and you got the rising wedge. So a lot of coins. I already showed you today. I already showed you a few coins that look just like this. Cello looked just like this, right? Last night, too. Super chats, VRA, FALA, and Tectonic. So you got to get above the 200 SMA. Says you can. 22-hour wants to rip. You have a golden cross coming. I'm telling you right now, there's just a lot of brewing in the market. And showing that there's all these rising wedges with low stochastics, showing signs we could make a move. Now, rising wedges break down 68% of the time to where they began. So the probability is this dumps down here. However, rising wedges break out parabolically, the length of the base of their poles. Like, this thing should blast if it can break out. So you get a candle closing up in here on the 4 hour. I mean, this thing could continue to the upside in a major move. All right. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Crypto Tucker 420, my man. May God bless you. Shout out to Scooter How-Tos, my man. Shout out to Leo. Everybody here on the live. Shout out to Goodut Kroll. Sun. Shout out to Potter's Podcast. Shout out to Anthony Paul. Love you all. May God bless each and every one of you. Remember, live in love. Love is the strongest frequency that you can attach yourself to. If you can see a total stranger, look them dead in the face and tell them you love them. I know friends that go, I love you on the phone. And they go, all right, Sam, I'll see you later. They've known me for years. They're not able to say the word love yet for whatever reason. Some people, it takes time to live in love. It takes time. My dad watched my channel and he saw me use the word love a lot and he was uncomfortable. After the end of my stream, he said, what's up with this love stuff? He said to me. And I just looked at my dad and realized that me and him just weren't on the same frequency. You know what I mean? We're good friends. I love my dad. I respect him to death. He's done so much for me. I love him so much, but we're definitely or he's old school too, though. He comes from, born in 1940, in the 40s. He's like, what's this love bug, So funny, man. But love is the strongest frequency. When you use love, you're able to accomplish anything you put your mind to. When you're loved a lot, you believe in yourself. You're confident. People that are beaten, people that are abused, no good, right? So the opposite of love is destruction, really, right? Hi, Sam. Can you please analyze apt? You got to send it in super chat. Kamal Hussein. Thank you. Appreciate you, though. I still have super chats to do that are in waiting. We got VRA to do. We got Follow. We got Tectonic. Why would I jump into yours when someone else already was nice enough to donate to my cause and help the channel? So you got to do the right thing. And we get so many super chats that really take us through the live stream that it's hard to do freebies. You know what I mean? I do freebies every once in a while, but I try not to just because the show moves, man. I used to be weird about saying I love you and hugging people I care about. Been working on it for a while, getting better at telling my friends and family I love them. See? He admitted it. The fact that you admitted it means that you're on your way to being awesome. It's tough showing love. A lot of people do not understand it. They take it the wrong way. So I love you, man. Shout out to Innuendo. I love you too. Absolutely 100% love. The stream is a freebie. I know, right? Flag breakdown. 22,900. Bitcoin struggling. Let's take a look. Now, no breakdown yet. And technically, think about it. We're still... we're just still hugging this channel. You're very oversold in the 15 and the 7. Right? You want to look... that's kind of scary. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God! Babe! Michael Pa! Michael Pa! Yo! My man! It's been too long, baby. Look at the explosion of the balls, baby. Michael Pa back in the game. We used to do this regularly. This dude used to drop them. Michael, man. Doing them. Dude. I love you, man. Yo, Michael, you're the man, dude. You're the man. We can't lose, baby. Yo, Michael, may God bless you, brother. Look, at 7 minutes, I do have something to talk about. Let's calm down. The euphoria is real, but let's calm down. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Michael, may God bless you, man, with everything in your heart, man. May God bless you with everything in your heart. Every time you give to me, I give to somebody else. I just want you to know that. I've been blessing people the whole year, man. I go out to dinner. I see the waiter, whoever it is, man. I'm like, I print $100 bills and I put them in my pocket. I go outside. I'm like, someone's getting this one. Like today, someone's getting a $100 bill from me. You gave me $500, dude. Like, yo, may God bless you in your heart, man. When you give, I give. We all give. It keeps giving. Dude. So look, this is a head and shoulder pattern. I mean, it's one of the most insane head and shoulders I've ever seen. Measured move will take us down to 22,500. We got to heed this. 70% chance this is going to take us down to the measured move. So you have to heed this. That's a textbook head and shoulder. Sorry that I saw it there, but I caught it. And as much as I want to go on what I want, I can't. And look at this. Look what I just saw too. Out of the corner of my eye. Look at this. Look, I'll flip it upside down. It's kind of a Sammy cup and handy, is it not? Look, I saw an inverted cup and handle. See, I play the cup and handle so well, and I love it, and it plays out so many times that I hate when I see it the opposite, because look, that tells me that inverted cup and handle could dump us down to about 22,430. You see what I'm saying? Michael Pa for the win, man. I've seen people in here longer than me and haven't seen them send $1. Much love and respect, Mikey. Dude, he's done that 10 times or more in my life. More than that. I did the count on one day. It was like 16. That might be, I don't even know. I don't even want to keep count. I just want to stay blessed, man. But you're unbelievable, man. God bless you, Michael. God bless you, bro. So a head and shoulder in an inverted cup and handle inside this move. It's going to take some bulls to fight this off. And we lost this point of control in the gap. We lose this gap. You're going down to 22,800. You can see it. All right. BOOKMAP also had more liquidity down. Ooh, we just see these. Look at this. Let me show you BOOKMAP now. Not looking good. Well, it's looking good for the shorts, actually. It's looking good for volatility to the downside. But look, BOOKMAP wants 22,500. Right? But we shall see. The trend line has to break first. I'm going to get rid of this one. I know we're in like 2 channels. The trend line has to break first, but we definitely see this head and shoulder. I mean, that's an obvious one. Look at that. It's so obvious. Ridiculous. Like, who built that? Like, someone purposely made that. That's like algorithmically made. So you can see we got the inverted cup and handle possible. And we got the head and shoulder. People love my channel because I don't know what we're going to see until we see it, right? So we do this live, like we tackle Bitcoin live, right? We tackle Bitcoin. So look at Bookmap. I mean, still, see this huge order? It's not good. This huge order is not good down here. We don't want this, all right? They want to drag us down to 22,005. 778,000 liquidations, 33,000 liquidations. They just liquidated the shorts. I mean, the longs bad. They just liquidated the longs bad, but we're fighting back to get above 23,000. This could be a bear trap. This could just be a bear trap right here, trying to catch you in. Now, the 15-minute is very oversold. So it's usually, and so is the 7. Usually you don't get a dump there. You know, it's unlikely. It's telling you that the momentum is spent to the downside. However, I've seen everything happen possible. So we get back above 23K here. It's going to be a pretty solid fight. The fact that we negate this head and shoulder, it's going to be pretty interesting. All right. The probability is to short right now, though, with a stop loss above 23,186. That's the probability because, and then you're likely to get all the way down to 22,005. 70% chance that happens. I trade probabilities, nothing else, nothing more, right? So let's take a look at let's get rid of Bookmap here. So look, shoulder, head and shoulder. All right. Move to the downside. That could be your move. My idea is if you'd open a short right here at the corner of the right shoulder, you really want the top of the right shoulder when you lose the support, but right shoulder and then support, stop loss somewhere above the head, right? Because it's very unlikely when the head and shoulder plays out, you revisit the head. Even an inverse doesn't do that too. It's just, I've never really seen it, all right? Okay. Shout out to everybody here on the live. All right, now we're going to get into like the things that we go over every single day, right? We're going to look at the DXY, the dollar index, okay? And let's break it down. We've been following this channel ever since I called the top for it with heavy bearish divergence on the 2-week chart. Let me show you why I called the top. Just want to show you what I was seeing, what made me believe that the top was coming in for the dollar. And we had this swing up to swing up while this was kind of flat. You see that? Like that wasn't swinging up as sharply. Now, that's a class B. You want them to be complete opposite, but even if they're just, the angles are not the same, okay? So right there. And I believe when we went to the weekly, it was just far more apparent. See that? I mean, that was coming down while that was coming up. So weekly, bearish divergence, highly unlikely you're going to get away from that. And so once I saw that, I called the top. Stochastics were overbought on the weekly and the 2-week chart. It was over. Even bearish divergence, my indicator even called out the bearish divvy here on the stochastics RSI. It had a low. You had a slope down on the Stokes with the slope on price. You were going down. But look, you had resistance, resistance, resistance. We knew when we got to the $100 area, it was going to be a battle because that's the previous spot for resistance. I also have this bigger channel for the dollar drawn, right? This channel starts in May of 2008, if you can believe it. See? Down, up, down, up. We got rejected by the top of the channel, which was also this resistance point. We are battling now this area, all right? You can see it kind of was an ascending triangle, and that's the top of it. So this is super huge. The dollar could actually keep some support here. Very oversold in the 2-week chart. It had a long, it's been dumping for a long time now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, like 18, 20 weeks. We've had half a year of dumpage. Bitcoin should have mooned way better. Sad thing is, every time this happens, Bitcoin does a way better moon job. Here's Bitcoin's 2017 run-up. Boom, right? Look, that's January of 2017. We start ripping June, July, August, September, right? October. This is when it really, and this was when we really, boom, right? All coins went crazy, and then we started to fall off in March of 18. Then we had our bear market while the dollar pumped. Get it? This is your bear market for Bitcoin here, where the dollar's pumping up. Understand these concepts. We hit resistance for the dollar. What happened? We tanked. What was that? That was the 20. No, right? That was April 20th. Look, right when Bitcoin halving comes, right there, Bitcoin's halving. The Bitcoin's halving marks the top of the dollar. How crazy is this? And then the dollar dumps, and that was our next bull run. What's weird to me is we had way more of a dump now, and we didn't get a bull run. It's a bit strange. That, by correlation of these inverse assets and by back testing, and again, nothing is guaranteed, so you can't, but we should have, by, basic probability, we should have, in my mind, we should have had way more of a rally. That SBF thing was kind of crazy, and it black swan us. At one point, Bitcoin dumped with the dollar. And if we have a major economic depression, Bitcoin will dump with the dollar too. Don't get me wrong. And look, this is kind of a slanted cup and handle. There's a cup. There's a handle. The dollar could rip back up and double top here at 114. So I just gotta, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm just showing you signs, you know, I'm just showing you some signs. Now, one thing I want to, you know, you could breathe easy a little bit is the monthly gets low and there's still a lot of pumpage coming down, and we're just getting started on the low monthly. So I want to show you the bigger idea. I want you to understand the correlation between Bitcoin and the dollar index, and I want you to just kind of, I want you to get it. I want you to get it. All right. So shout out to the 658 beautiful people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? 328. What are 380 people starstruck? I'm a Class D celebrity, baby. Nobody knows me. I'm a nobody. Hit that like button, man. Help me become famous. Help me become famous. Hit that like button. Do you want me to become famous or not? Hit that like button, baby, so I can go to the moon. Do you want to hold me back from going to the moon, or do you want to help me get to the moon? Do you want to put gas in my rocket ship, or do you want to put forces against me? If you don't hit the like button, you're putting forces against me. If you hit the like button, you're helping my rocket ship fly to the moon, and I'm going to help you fly to the moon. So why the heck wouldn't you show up and hit that like button? So look what I see right now. 1 hour is overbought. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Now we have a lower high on resistance. Here we stayed high, we fell down. This is a bear flag. Measured move of the bear flag takes you down. And I've been showing this idea inside of this bigger channel. Up, down, up. We should end up here, bottom of the channel. This bigger bear flag has a measured move too. So I want the dollar to break 100. We got to see it at 99. Right now, today, it says we're going to take a dip. So right now, the dollar, unless we get some short squeeze craziness and we break through this trend line, looks like we're heading back down here. We're getting overbought on the stochastics RSI and the RSI. It's a really good sign that we're going to take a dump back down. What I don't want to see is this make a shoulder. See how this is making a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder? That might make a right shoulder there. I'll watch on that. But right now, it's looking like we're getting rejected by the 200 SMA, and we're going to head down to the bottom of this pattern. Now, if we jettison up here, that's not going to be good for Bitcoin. So there's a line in the sand right now. Let's take a look at our 15. We want to see our 15-minute high too as well. That's a good sign that we're going to dump. So Bitcoin just had a little bit of a dump because the dollar had a little spurt. But it looks to me that Bitcoin's going to get back above 23K. We're going to stay inside that channel for the day. And as the dollar dumps, we're going to see some altcoins fly, baby, because the dollar's going to drop. And that's really good for the altcoins. Let's take a look at ES1. So right now on today, I like what I'm seeing on the 15 and the 1 hour at the top of that channel. Even the 4 hour could get flipped by that 1 hour. It's pushing, but it's showing, hey, I'm at resistance, baby. So let's watch this 1 hour for the next 8 hours fall to the downside. I'm predicting the dollar will fall to the downside for a while now. Shout out to Jason Casper. Smash up the likes, y'all. Shout out to my man for the $50 super chat. My man, always giving to the channel. May God bless each and every one of you. $570 in chat revenue. Unbelievable. You people are unbelievable. Thank you so much. Okay. You know, cool. DXY public bookmap on the screen, lifer. No. Don't play with me. Bookmap ain't on the screen. Nice shirt. Burgundy is your color. Hey, man. Burgundy, baby. And I have the burgundy pocket square. What you know about the burgundy? You know how hard it was to find this matching pocket square? Come on, man. Don't play me. I was supposed to be in the blue today. But I found out, I think I must have left something at the dry cleaners. I got a bunch of shirts missing. I'm like, when the hell did I? I'm like, wait a second. So now I realize I got stuff, Shout out to CNC Ireland. Watchers, 680 people on the live. Mana and Gala, whichever you prefer. Shout out to Jacob Canna. Hey, lifer, when you move your stop loss up at Alt Tradie, do you do it in the chart or do you enter the number? I entered the number and it closed my trades at the stop loss. I was up 12%. That doesn't make any sense, bro. You entered a limit order, bro. What you do is I just raise that little stop loss up and then I hit place order again. You know what I mean? That's all. You just hit the edit button and then I drag the box up where I want it. That's all. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. Yeah. Shout out to everybody here on the live. No, and the whole thing is to lose the ego completely. We don't have egos. At one point, you are just a piece of dirt in the air. You know what I mean? I mean, you're just like, you're an energy force. You're not even an ego. So people that think you are you're an energy force. That's all. You're light energy. You're a bunch of particles put together in the universe. That's all you are. You know what I mean? I don't even listen to that nonsense. That's someone that's insecure, kind of, perpetuating their projecting their own nonsense. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being confident. When you're confident, you help other people be confident. Like when you see Tom Brady killing it on the you want to go hard. When you see someone doing big things with their life, you want to go hard. Confidence is beautiful, you know. And look at that. NAKA hits the target. 33% gains for NAKA. Bang, bang, bang. Appreciate for playing. We put out this flag. We showed you the parabolic move. Kind of came up, came back down. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. This thing would bang up 33% for Nakamoto Games, baby. You know when GALA started running, NAKA was going to start running. NAKA was just 6 cents. We've had a little bit of a rally here. I mean, this is 21 cents. You're talking a 3x here. These coins have done damage. Damage, 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 damage. All right? Yes, everything, including us, is nothing but energy. Nothing moving. Amen. Amen. Can't wait to buy Tesla cars and Cybertrucks with Bitcoin, my man. So they can shut you down in the middle of the road, right? Watch 680 people, 370 likes. Pay the man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Jason Casper in the house, baby. Shout out to Jason, man. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you, brother. Recession is real. Economy issue. No fiscal fact. Sam, don't you ever tell yourself you were nobody. Retweet the stream on Twitter if you're real. Shout out to JL. Thank you for saying that. America, Germany sending tanks to Ukraine. It could potentially prop up the economy in the following months. I hate to say this, but that's the reason for the bullishness. Yeah. War creates business, right? So crazy. Halving of Bitcoin in 2024 rises value and rarity of Bitcoin. Of course, the halving is going to be crazy. 50 EMA and 200 EMA on the DXY trying to cross of the 15. Don't worry, I don't use those, so don't worry. It means nothing to me. It means something to you, but nothing to me. You're an infinity. Matter can't be created nor destroyed. You transmitted from one shape to another. Amen. Amen. The Merlot and Gray fit is popping today. Thank you for the Merlot Gray. You're funny, man. Merlot Gray. I like that. What are you wearing today, Merlot Gray? So I saw a cup and handle from Matic last night. This thing looked beautiful for a move. Bit of a double bottom could play out. I mean, if that's a double bottom, let's talk about it. Let's break it down. Look, it's a W, isn't it? W's go up here to the measured move. How do you know where a W is going to go? Take the length of the middle of the W to the end of the leg. Swing that to the, the cross of that W. I mean, that's exactly what happened. I gave this last night. If you were in my trading group, you were privy to the information. You were heavy in gains, 38% heavy in gains. Shout out to everybody here. And you'd be like, no, he didn't. That guy is a soothsayer. And you'd be like, shenanigans. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I can't stand that. My life is so crazy, man. I'm always like, I can't take it anymore. I really can't. The one thing you don't want to shows like, it's always like some weirdness. Anyway, I move too fast. I got too many things going on, but it's okay. It's okay. So look here, Matic, and I put it on the 8-hour time frame too. Looked really, really nice on the 8-hour. The 8-hour says you got gasoline for days too. But so I saw it last night. 8-hour looked really nice to me. We'll do a before and after. There's your before. 8 hours pointing up. I had a, kind of a hidden bullish swinging up. That swung down. You had a high volume node right there, a point of control. You got above it. Staying above it. Boom. It was a W. And this thing, 76% from that level. That was at 0.2862. So 0.286, so like somewhere right about there, yeah. I mean, 36% gain. Still holding after a quick sell-off, 22%. These are ETFs. They go up fast and furiously. They're 3x on the move. So Matic went up 10 or 12%. This went up 35% on the move. Here's your before. Here's your after. This was posted last night in the trading group. And you can see it right here, 9:46 p.m. I'm working real hard every single night, getting things ready for the next day. I'm busting my butt, scanning the market, doing every single thing I have. Boom. So there you have it, baby. There you have it. Matic 3L for gains. NAKA for gains, right? GMT for gains. We didn't play the 3L. You could have. I played just a regular GMT. The 3L got a little crazy. But GMT itself. We put out High Board Yacht Club. I put this out here January 9th in a tight channel. I talked about it being an SR flip, how we were resistance, and we came to retest that area. I point out SR flips all the time. Great way to trade is understanding support or resistance, knowing where resistance is, and then when you see price action, revisit it. You make a long with a stop loss below like a Fibonacci level or a moving average or even maybe a trend line. This isn't rocket science, everybody, okay? This is just knowing how to do the same thing over and over again. It's consistency. Most people do not. They lack consistency. That's the key. Look, falling volume with falling price told me we would have a reversal to the upside, and we did. This thing went up 162. Look at the candle just kept going. It actually kept going today even more. 200% gains for this thing since January 9th. Imagine doubling your entire portfolio. 200% gains since January 9th. High BAYC and high MAC followed it too, which I even had in a flag. I don't think I put it out because I was like kind of bored of these coins, but I watched this little thing. I think someone may have asked about it. It was drawn, so I drew it. I don't know when I drew it, but it was drawn. This thing blew, exploded. And understand the concept of how the rising wedge breaks to the upside. See, this is it starts to make a rising wedge, you can see. But rising wedges break up parabolically. You see, like this just boom. I'm showing you this idea. Rising wedges break out parabolically when they do break out. Understand this concept. Ah, man, you'll be able to figure out so much later on in life. I put out love in this little bit of a flag. Crazy wick though. So I wouldn't, it's kind of nuts, right? Labs continuing to move. I'm watching Labs now. I want to see it consolidate into this cup and handle. See? I'm preemptively getting ready for the trade weeks before the trade, or maybe, a week or two before the trade. All right? BOOKMAP steadily holding 22,970. Looks like we got sideways action. I told you the dollar is likely not to make a move, so it's looking like this head and shoulder may not play out. Like, I'm telling you right now, if that dollar does what it does and it dumps, Bitcoin's going to pump back up. I will tell you what, though, Bitcoin has to get back above 23,144 to remain bullish. If you don't get above the zone, expect more downside. All right. And what I see here is a little bit of an ascending. I'll show you that later when I clean it up, or I can show it to you in a second on another chart. All right. I'm going to get rid of this. I can kind of see the head and shoulder right now without even using this. You know what I mean? It's so obvious. But I'm just showing you the measured moves here. Right. But look, I got so many lines. Take that away. I'm taking that away. I'm taking that away. This is the cup and handle, the inverted cup and handle measured move. And this is the head and shoulder measured move. They'll both take you to the same place, 22,500. We did lose 23K, and I talked about how important it was. We're battling right now, though. Look at BOOKMAP. It is like a battle. Look at this. And this guy down here is like, I want to get filled at 22,005. I want 1,200 Bitcoins. Maybe he's not going to get it. He needs more longs to get squeezed to get his order filled. Too many people short this. Too many people shorted that move. Too many stop losses up here to get rocked. So when that move started, it created a bunch of shorts. The shorts started to put their stop loss, 23.1, 23.2. Now the market maker wants to come up and get them. So you can see now we got AK liquidated, AK liquidated. If we can't get more, though, if we can't get enough liquidations, then we can't get up here. And honestly, there's no real big order, too. There's one order there at 25,000, but we don't really... This guy's got the closer liquidity. Yeah, he definitely does, because he's 2,500 away. 25. That's about 3,000 away. No, 2,000 away. Actually, no. Okay, 25 is closer, but this is a bigger. The orders are the same. So you got 1,000 Bitcoin here. You got 1,000 Bitcoin there. See, kind of trumped in the middle. The fact that I see this order here tells me we're going down at 22,500 though. You don't see if you had a big red order up in here, it could get balanced. The biggest red order you see is right here. It's telling me that it's likely we head down. It's most likely that we head down. That's the probability. Now, probability doesn't always happen. It happens most of the time, though. So I did say it was closer, Lakochi. How dare you defy me? You'll be put on timeout for the rest of the day. Don't you dare open your mouth again. I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. Chat is latent, though, so I'll say something, and you guys will check me, but you'll be a little late on it, right? So, yeah, and then we have a FOMC meeting on February 1st. So, you know what I mean? Not good. That's coming up. I mean, that's 5 days away. You're already going to get the heebie-jeebies. We already got the heebie-jeebies coming on. So, right here, we got it going on. I'm just going to show you the meetings that are taking place. All right. Yeah. February. So right here, look. The 31st through the 1st of the meetings. Jerome Powell will speak on February 1st. They will talk about the interest rate. We're going to find out whether they're going to go to 0.25 or 0.5. right? So now it's funny. I was one of the impressions that we were going to go to 0.25. Last night, I had some people telling me, there's a likelihood of going up to 0.5. And remember, even Crypto Blood was heavy on 0.5. So weekly mortgage demand jumped 7% as interest rates drop to the lowest level since September. So interest rates are dropping for mortgages. So people that were waiting to get a better deal, are may thinking, hey, it might go higher. I'm going to jump on in now. So what do we go over today? What's confusing about the move right now? Well, we boomed up. We got rejected. We boomed down. We had a bearish divvy. We fought that bearish divvy. We realized how important 23K is. All right. So look, I'll show you another chart. I got to keep that work up because that work helps me get to the next level. But I like to also show you two charts to keep you kind of just, keep it nice and neat. Because my work is crazy. My work is the work of a madman. Like I'm deciphering things quickly and I'm doing chess. You're seeing me do live chess right there, like on the board, Wow, you even kind of have a bearish divvy now on the 4 hour. See? If you use I don't like to use wicks on divergence, so it would say no. It's kind of starting to form this channel here. It could come lower, bounce, still be a beautiful channel, right? And just keep flagging out. Shoulder, head, do we make a right shoulder there? So the 22,005 wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. See? That would make the right shoulder. We would fill this dude's order. This guy's actually pretty smart here. I mean, that looks like a pretty advantageous place to scoop. And it's on the 500. And it would make the right shoulder here. What I'm worried about is the VRVP drop. Not worried, but what I'm observing. I don't want to use the word worry because I don't worry. I'm observing this idea here. We keep closing candles below here, we're very likely to come down and test again. And that could make a shoulder. And then you could be looking at a shoulder ahead and a shoulder the other way down. All right. I build 100 roads and I know, and as they start to move, I have them ready. It's very similar to quantum physics, right? In your life has all these possibilities, but at one moment you move left or right, you change the probabilities immediately. Things change. Which got the best potential in X in your opinion? No financial advice, of course. Engine, Algo, Fetch, Compound, Elrond, Near, thanks from Germany. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, ever, right? Ever. But look, could we be making a right shoulder here? That's the idea. Could we be making a right shoulder there, right? Do you wear yellow? It's not easy to pull off. I do wear yellow. I have like that yellow Bitcoin tie, and I use that bright gold pocket square. And I have that nice bright gold yellow tie that I use, but I never wear a yellow shirt. Yellow shirt's hard. Like, I don't go yellow shirt, but I could do it. I could do it. So the other idea here is this. What if we do this? I just want to show you this idea. This could be a shoulder. This could be a head. This could be a shoulder. This also looks like a Bart Simpson, doesn't it? That looks like a Bart head to me. I'm getting Bart vibes. Who here has Bart vibes? Anybody getting Bart vibes? Anybody getting Bart vibes? All right. Probability tells you to short the market. I said it every time. Probabilities are how you basically make the most money. Right? You don't go on your gut. You don't go on what you think, and you don't go on what you feel. You go on the probability of the charts. What do the charts convey? That hidden bullish has me wanting to say no way. You're going to push. So if we dip down to 23.5, it won't be the worst thing in the world. It makes my right shoulder. So here's an idea too as well for you on the back burner. All right. One more chart because I like to give you as much possible information as humanly possible. This is the other day. This is the idea. That trade's open, right? You can see it. That's it. Either it loses or it doesn't. Has some Bart Simpson vibes though. Even like a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there too. I know the Simpsons tell you stuff that happens. It's crazy, right? I mean, they did the pandemic. They did everything. I think they even had Donald Trump as president. I swear, they've done it all. Like, they did. They have everything, man. They predicted everything. Even, I don't go in it, but. So, look, I mean, at the end of the day, I keep talking about the next macro low. So we take a deep breath and we look at it low, high, high or low. I mean, even if we come down here, high or low, high or high, we've definitely broken the trend. I believe the bottom is in, unless we have a crazy black swan and the world goes to like we have some serious, like we go into a world depression, Bitcoin ain't going back down here again. I'm telling you right now. Like, you missed out. Like, that was FOMO city. Again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, and I have no clue where Bitcoin's going to go. But, you know, based on a lot of the indicators and the things that I look at, and based on trend analysis, you broke the trend there. And I've been studying trend analysis for a long time, and that, to me, was a strong broken of the trend. So, to me, that's the end of this downtrend, you know. Unless you make a low high, a low, I just don't see it. It's just very unlikely based on, if you study trend analysis for a living, years and years of it, it's very unlikely that we make a lower low, lower than the 16,400 area. All right. Bro, check FET, please. Analyze. Yeah. So understand the bigger concepts. Understand where you are. All right. And let's take a look at the total market cap. That's always going to kind of put us at ease too as well and kind of show us what's going down. So total market cap. It dipped out the flag, dipped back into the flag. It's clearly making what looks like a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder too as well. Looks almost more obvious to me here, right? 1 hour time frame oversold inside of a beautiful flag. It's kind of, that's a cup and handle, and that's a double bottom that broke out. It's interesting. So a double bottom, it's in a beautiful flag. Total market cap wants to pump today. That thing wants to break out, man, right? That's a cup and handy. We do see the bearish divvy though, but it's very slight. But you do have to, you know, it's there. So I'm just going to wait out the 1 hour today. 1 hour wants to pump, baby. Dollar wants to come down. Dollar index dumps. We pump. We break $1 trillion market cap. Nice, big deal. We get above this point of control. We get to the volume area high. We end up at 110, 111, right? And that's what we're looking for here. Yes, it wants to, but something big is holding it back. Can you check out XRP, JJ Trades X? We'll take a look at XRP too. So total market cap. And look, we have heavy resistance for the total market cap at $1 trillion, $1.09 trillion. So today, this 1 hour is going to tell us whether we double top here, get rejected. So you got to make a high higher than this high to stay bullish. Bulls must break up into this area. Low, high, higher low, higher high. We got to make a higher high to keep this trend alive. All right. So at the end of the day, if you're not above this zone, we're going to get a pretty good short coming our way. If you think the all-time high at a coin gets broken in the future bull run and the X potential you want to make is in, if you buy now, would you buy or wait for a pullback? If you think the all-time high at a coin gets broken in the future bull run and the X potential you want to make is in, if you buy now, would you buy or wait for a pullback? I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, right? Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. What I would do personally, right, can't be what you do. I'm different than you, so my ideas are different than your ideas, and my position in life is different than your position in life. I could be, you know, way broker than you. Who knows? You could have inherited, you know, $1 billion estate. I don't know where you're at. I don't know where I'm at. No clue, right? Yeah. So I really don't know. I mean, you know what? I'll tell you how I look at things. Like Cardano, I keep buying a little Cardano here and there and holding it for a long term, right? Yeah, I mean, I believe it. If I'm willing for a 4-year hold, I'll buy anything and hold it down. But I always buy it in sections, never all at once. So if I want $5,000 or something, I'm buying 500 at a time, 10 times. You know, I'm laddering into it. That's just the idea. I'm laddering into it. Okay. All right. I do have to leave a little early today because I got to get glasses at an eye store. These glasses hurt my eyes. They're like heavy. The frames were, I guess, somewhat cheaper, whatever. And they leave like a mark right here in my eye, like whenever I wear them. And it's uncomfortable for me. Your dedication for others is unbelievable and very appreciated. You're no doubt a part of the solution in today's world. Thank you. God bless you, man. I'm just trying to do my part, Mike. You know what I mean? God keeps blessing me every time I do the right thing. And I know I'm not perfect. And I know I'm not going to be right every time. And I know sometimes, like, I'm not a human being. Yesterday, I was in a bit of a fog. I wasn't in the perfect place yesterday. Like, I was struggling a little bit. But, you know, today I feel great. And it's all about showing up every single day and believing in yourself. And honestly, it's people like you that show up. Like, I have a story for the rest of my life. I used to tell people, this guy shows up and throws $500 super chats. My friends look at me like, what kind of life does this guy live? He goes online and gets $500. Like, you know what I mean? I don't tell a lot of people. I thank God, though. Like, tonight, I will thank God for that super chat you gave me. I'll get on my hands and knees and cry. Like, I really will. I'll be like, how is my life getting this to this point? You know? So.
I already sent 200 of it to feed the people.
To what?
I already sent 200 of it away.
To who?
To Afghanistan.
My wife just always gives money to Afghanistan, to her mom, to people that are poor.
So you don't have to worry about it.
My wife's mother lives in Afghanistan, so you can only imagine what her life is like, what goes on there.
We have to leave in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, really? Wow. Bro, my position in FET is mistakenly long now. I'm 110 in loss now. What do I have to do? My liquidation is 0.77. I'm sorry, man. I didn't sit at your computer and watch you make that trade. I have no idea what you're doing. Wave's going to make a splash here soon. We'll take a look at Waves. Wow. Wifer is Afghan. Yes, my wife is Afghani. Yes. Okay. Okay, when you pour out, that's when you get filled up. Amen. 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 Okay. And you are removed, man. Like, straight up. All right, tips on asking out a Muslim girl. Oh, wow. I mean, that's tips on asking out a Muslim girl? Someone asked?
Why does he want a Muslim girl?
Why not? Maybe that's what people...
For a reason. That's his tip to act. Like, that's his answer to the question.
We're back above 23,000, baby. It's an important level that we stay above. I'm telling you, because of the dollar index, I think it's highly likely we go sideways to the upside today. You have 10 minutes left, or you'll be sent to Kabul. She's so funny, man. Laura, you got to do stand-up comedy, man. You make me laugh. The Sarasota real estate about to crater hard. A lot of mortgages will be underwater. Yeah, baby. And I'm going to buy them all up. You know what I mean? I'm going to buy them all up, man. I'm going to buy them all up, right? I'm going to buy every single one of them up. All right. Tell her she's fine enough to give up pork, right? H-bar. That's so funny, man. She's fine enough to give. You're funny, bro. But yo, baby, I'll give up that swan for you, baby. You so high, I never eat swan again, baby. Hey, that's how you pick her up, man. So look, this is a cup and handle.
Pork has uric acid in it, and it'll increase the uric acid in your, like, not good for you. But we have to go, Sam.
Shorts just got squeezed on BOOKMAP. 24,000, 14 positions. Bang, bang, bang. Real life out here. Real life out here. All right, let's take a look at VRA. Veracity. If anything's going to pump, it's going to be Veracity. Up 16% already when I put it out last night. Look at the trade with the stop loss and everything. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. 16.1% gains immediately. Look at that. Shoulder, head, kind of a shoulder. And now it's in a bit of a flag here on the 1 hour time frame. And we already showed you that Bitcoin's getting lively and that the dollar index does want to take a tank. The dollar index tanks. This beautiful little flag is going to continue to the upside. Also, this is a falling wedge. I had a beautiful mentor. He taught me a lot. One of the things he taught me a lot was when a falling wedge pumps out and you make another flag outside of the wedge, there's a high probability you're going to make the next trade to the upside. This looks like the initial trade will eventually go up to about 46% gains. Veracity on my radar. I like what I'm seeing for Veracity. That 1 hour does look bullish. Anything could happen. I am not a financial advisor. This could dump in 2 seconds. I always have a stop loss. I always, measure my risk. You must do the same if you want to be sustainable in trading over time. All right. But again, you got to do whatever makes you happy, whatever fits your trading style. All right. Veracity looks pretty good to me, though. Veracity looks. I explain. Want to make 10x and cashing out latest in March. Every coin I collect have 8 to 5x all-time high. So you can answer now better. Same question. I don't know. You want me to tell you what to do? I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, my man. Just not going to happen. I'm not even going to act like I know what you're saying. You know what I mean? I don't want to be rude, though. Next thing you know, people hate on me, and they're like, he's mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to, stick to my rules, man. You know? I don't know your position in life, man. I don't know, how big of a risk you're taking. Your life is not my life. We don't, you know what I mean? If you go at that and it doesn't play out, what happens then? If we have an economic downturn, you can't handle it and you panic sell it all, like, then what, right? So, which I don't think you are. You should be a crypto lifer if you're kicking it with me, but there's no guarantees. We don't know, I only eat meat. Okay. It's just a principle thing, bro. Don't take it personally. Just learn the TA skills and make that decision for yourself. Honda Man, thank you for saying that. My nephew went on the toilet. Now he's saying I owe him a dino smasher. You're funny, man. Decalcify your pineal gland. Give up the meat. My man. Majin Crypto Lifer, thanks for showing up every day. I honestly sometimes watch your live streams twice a day. Mostly listen to the stream, but I'm just trying to fill my subconscious with knowledge in under, also over. Hey, man, keep doing what you got to do. Keep doing what you got to do. You know what I mean? It's just a principle thing, yeah. What is your prediction about Bitcoin? I already went over that multiple times. I showed you the probabilities that I'm seeing. I don't make predictions. I play probabilities that are given to me by the charts. All right? Fala boomed out. It has a major support zone right here at about 13. It's gone all the way from 10. It didn't do a big move like the rest of them. Fala is AI. It's also a parachain for Polkadot, if I'm correct. So look, this is what I saw a lot of coins doing. I saw Polkadot in this same idea. Kind of an ascending triangle. I can fix this trend line. An ascending triangle that broke out and broke back into the same ascending triangle, but then hit the trend line. So this is what I see happening. Very strange pattern. 4 hour does want to move to the upside, but it already had kind of a pump and a dump. Pretty strange. But hey, whenever you're back in the pattern, I just play like this never happened. I delete this like it never happened. So I use the highlighter. I didn't mean to move that. But you use the highlighter here, and I just act like this never happened. And I just play the shape as if we haven't seen that yet. I've done this many times, and many times the original play, the one that I'm in, plays out. So as long as you hold this trend line, this thing could go up. The smart idea is to get the boom out and the bounce off the angle here, Let's take a look at Tectonic, GALA, and XRP. Is that it? Is that really it? And then my wife's going to grab my hand off the mouse. BOOKMAP still doing good. Liquidated some shorts back above 23,000. We almost filled this order, but we did not. Link to BOOKMAP in the description below if you want it. Also, link to MEX Global. MEXC has the coins that you need, the little ones that you don't know about. You have a tiny portfolio, 100, 500, 1,000 bucks. You don't want to be trading big liquidity on Bybit and all that. You need to be on the small coins on KuCoin. You need to be able to double up quick. This is where we're seeing coins 5x, 10x, 3x. This is the place to be. And we scan the market every single day to teach you how to change your life, right? Look at this coin, up 119%. Yes, we didn't catch this one, but we could have shown you if it was on our radar. You go back in time, you got to look at what happened. That's a weird channel. We teach you the 3L tokens, how to take advantage of a 3L move, right? Look, that's a flag right there on the 15-minute. That would be what's called a 15-minute scalp. All right, 15-minute scalp right there for Phantom 3L. 20% gains coming. Find support and resistance. And I'm all about a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio for me. Every time I get into a trade, I want to make sure it's a 3-to-1. Why is that important? I use proper risk management whenever I trade. This trade I may not take only because my stop loss has to be right there. 3-to-1. The point of this is, say you traded this 10 times and you lost it 7 times. 7 times 5, even 7 times 6, 42%. But you wanted 19% 3 times. It's basically 60%. You make more when you only win 3 out of 10 trades. And I just keep proving this over and over again to people. People think experts on YouTube are winning every single trade. We're not. We're taking an abundance of trades and using the probability to play out in our favor. All right? It doesn't mean you have to overtrade. 8 to 10 trades a month. For me personally, I don't like to overtrade. Okay? I like to have control over my trades. I like to see what happened. I used to go buck wild, 5, 6, 7, 10 trades a day, freaking piles and piles of trade. The younger you are, the more you're going to trade. It's kind of what happens. But once you get, you slow down as you get older. It's kind of like a bull that runs down at the end of the field. He wants to do it all. But once he's done it all, he's done. You know what I mean? He wants to walk down, take his time, you know? You know what I mean, right? 20% gains here for Phantom 3L. Looking pretty good. You got hidden bullish divergence, which tells me it's highly likely to play out. Hidden bullish tells you that it's highly likely, but nothing is guaranteed in life. Nothing is guaranteed. This may be another game we get to show. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade, but you never know. You never know. You never know. Bitcoin looks tight like a toiga. Andrew Simone, my man, in the house. Shout out to everybody here. CNC Ireland, Andrew Simone, Dr. Parker, Type Crypto. Someone's on my foot. Someone is on my foot. Ooh. No good for Benoit. You know what I mean? That's weird. I never had that issue. Like, the second I had it, I was able to take profits and everything else. But hey, all right, we have 2 more super chats and then I'm out. I got to do GALA and XRP. I think I already went over GALA, but we'll take a look at it anyway. Maybe I didn't. So I found GALA in this ascending triangle. I put out a trade out. We went all the way to the top of the channel for 20%. Short it down to the bottom of the channel. You do have the shoulder, head, and shoulder, kind of like Bitcoin had. But again, it's just like Bitcoin. If it stays in this channel, it's ready to go. I see GALA, aggressive move here, gets above the point of control. Another 50% gains coming for GALA. I don't see why GALA won't continue to go up. Mark Wahlberg, The Rock, a lot of good news. You want to look at your 22-hour, it's beat to the ground. I mean, you're oversold. You want to look at your 4-hour, it's got gas. You want to look at your 1 hour, it's low. I like GALA right now for an entry, personally. If the 15-minute was low and the 7-minute is low too, I'd get in. So I personally like this trade at the present moment right now. Like, this is a trade that I really, really like, personally. Yes, I see the shoulder, head, and shoulder. Yes, Bitcoin's struggling. Yes, there's some issues. Yes, I could get stopped out, but I take my shot. So here, I like GALA right now, right? So I take the long position. I look at my measured move, 45. What can I risk to get 45? About 4, right? 385. I was 12 to get 45. That's a nice trade. That's a nice trade. And they could dip you and hit you out and then dip up. It could happen. Anything can happen. But you got a point of control holding you down. You get I'd wait for a candle to close above somewhat here. Boom. And this thing looks beautiful. 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I like what I'm seeing for GALA, but it's up to you. That's what I see. You may not see it the way I see it. Like, I see trades differently than other people. You may see a trade differently than me. I don't know. You know, that's just what I'm looking at on my radar, right? I have been doing it for a long time, 15 years, and I've been trading live in front of people for about 3 now. So I may have an inclination, you'd hope, after doing this long, but you never know, right? So XRP made a nice move. I put it in a cup and handle. I did XRP USDT.3L not too long ago. We put this out, and this cup and handle blasted to the upside. One of the bigger plays that we made, 43% out of that cup and handle for XRP. I found this cup and handle just a couple days ago. Nailed it, right? So I forget some of the things I nail. It's just like, I move so fast, the days keep going on. I don't take a day off. It just keeps rocking. Just keeps going over and over and over again. It's like a merry-go-round, baby. Saturday, Sunday, it doesn't matter. Thursday. XRP3L, boom. Struggled a little bit. I will go over XRP now, though. Don't worry. I'll do it. See, this should be on autosave, but sometimes I hit the save button. But it should be on autosave. It is on autosave. And sharing. All right. So let's take a look at XRP. I love XRP. I'm in the XRP army. I hold 10,000 XRP. I believe it's good to speculate on ISO 222 and 222, and you never know what could be coming your way. Look at that, though. I mean, that's weird. That's a head and shoulder. They break down 68% of the time. It's just not a good look. All right, I have to tell you that. I'm a pattern guy. When I see a pattern I don't like, it is what it is. I mean, that's a head and shoulder pattern, hands down. So I see that immediately. We are above a point of control. All right. XRP kind of had a little bit of a run on its own the last couple days for whatever reason. You're in a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. This will break down to the beginning of the wedge, and you got a head and shoulder pattern. Let's look at our bigger time frame, the 22. You're oversold. Okay. Not bad. Let's look at our 3-day. 3 days a little beat. So what worries me is a lot of the market, the 3 days a little beat too. It tells me the 3 days is going to have to go sideways or something. You're getting really overbought in the 3 day. A lot of people don't pay attention to the 3 day chart. I started using it about, 2 years ago. And then I started using the 5 day, the 10 day, and things started to really change. That is a shoulder. That is a head. That is a shoulder. However, head and shoulders don't necessarily have to, there's a percent. And just like Bitcoin, resistance, you have a nice support zone here. So I do have some mixed signals. Let me work this. I mean, symmetrical triangle, hands down right now on the 1 hour. You could break to the upside. I kind of see a shoulder, head, and shoulder there. So this head and shoulder would have to be negated. You can't break the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. That has to hold, and XRP could be up. I think there's better out there. It's a little risky because of the mixed signals. But XRP, just for a quick scalp of the 1 hour, could go up 13%, back to about 46%. If Bitcoin makes that move, if the dollar index makes that drop, we're going to see this happen and play out. So it's really all about getting this drop in the dollar index. And so far we did. Look, there's the rejection. Beautiful. We got the rejection. This candle will close in 14 minutes and 33 seconds, as I just saw. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So look at that. And now we get rejected by the 200 SMA. Boom. That drops. That's XRP pumping to the upside. You get it? I use the dollar index to trade altcoins. Understand this concept. I put as much probability in my favor, so so the probabilities help me out the best. BOOKMAP still flat, 23,000 even. And I got to stop the show here on the dot. So everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Put a comment in the comment section and let me know how you feel. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay, I love my OPE is the next app. OPE could do damage. I'm with it. I'm with optimism. It could do damage. I put a trade out here. It did pump, came back down though. Kind of struggling. I don't have time to go over OPE, but I will later. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like Tectonic, my dear. Tectonic is kind of a shit coin, man. And I don't usually swear. All right. I don't think it's, sorry, I don't usually say that, but that's just kind of what it is. I don't know, man. Doesn't even have a website right here. I don't know what's going on with this thing right now. I know some people believe in it. It has this super high rate. I'm just not about it, man. Well, you know what it is, because that's what it is. You know what I mean? I know I swore, but that's what it is. That's what it is, right? All right, everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. I mean, I have to be honest. All right? I have to be honest. All right? It's a poo coin, man. It's a poo coin. All right? I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings that like it, or if you buy it or if you use it. I'm not a fan, All right. Everybody, I got to bounce. My daughter's calling my name. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life, baby. Thank you for being here. I'll keep updates coming for the people in the trading group. We're going to keep running it. Do not worry. Jamie, get a life, man. We're fine. Everybody have a wonderful day. I love you all, and stay blessed. And we don't need to be monetized, Jamie. We already got $500 in super chats. We barely get monetized, man. We make money on our own, man. If I had to wait on YouTube monetization, man, I'd be broke as a joke. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming. And I'll catch you on the next live stream. Live in love. Do everything you can for the other people in your life, and your life will be great. If you help other people become successful, there's no way you won't become a success. It's going to go hand in hand. I love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next live stream. Stay blessed. Stay